Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Bills going up against the Steelers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry by Bell. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player. Great potential. But I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Time running out here on the play clock. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete. Richardson has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
Finding time. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Escaping and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Here we go.
The play clock's running down. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Play clock winding down. Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Escapes the sack. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Santos on to try the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Come on, let's go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Here we go.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One receiver right is Watkins. Now Taylor is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Now Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Always got some breathing room. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Dree Archer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, we, of course, saw this a little while back in an Alabama-Auburn game at the college level. You just don't expect to see this, though, in the NFL.
No, not at all. And what you're also seeing are NFL teams being more aggressive about, hey, if you're going to miss the field goal, we got a guy back there. We've got a chance to bring it back and create better field position, or in this case, get a score. They're going to do that nowadays.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Let's give plenty of credit to the defense there. They stuffed them on 2nd and short. But if you're the offense, why would you change what you're doing? You've got a whole nother down to pick it up, and maybe even a 4th if you so choose.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. One receiver right is Watkins. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Let's go. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. Uses the stiff arm. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they're operating in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, here's Bell. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down, it's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Taylor. Caught on the right side by Adams. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Watkins alone on the left side. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play action, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And that will be incomplete as well. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Watch left. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard. Leopard. Check. Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Leopard.
Here's Mallett. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mallett now, complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They go play action here on first down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
10 yards still left on second down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A screen to Bell. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39. Watching that Barney. Let's go. Green 39.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds, and now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play fake here on first down. He's got time. He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor surveying the field. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Taylor to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll escape to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now out come the Bills.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to walk into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's close. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Design run for their wideout. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got time. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Watkins alone on the left side. Here's Taylor. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get it running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go now. Over.
The play clock's running down. Here's Mallett. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Can't find anyone open. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Back now in Pittsburgh. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So they try the onside kick, but it does not go 10 yards, and the laundry comes out on the field.
And it's a tough play because you're so excited to get downfield and get the football, but you have to let it get 10 yards. That ball would have, but the kicking team jumped on it a bit early.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. They'll get the football here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single. That's single slot. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Play clock winding down.
Check, Patriot.
Mallet now. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Backing up. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll pitch it out to Bell, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time running out here on the play clock. They come up at an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. The play clock's running down. Here's Bell. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Taylor surveying the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is now an even 30. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Second down following the run. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. Uses the stiff arm. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Mallett. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. That one looks like he'll throw here. A screen to Bell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Good. Here we go now.
They'll run it with Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One last shot for Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.